Beyond the limits of spoken words, a language exists, a concealed cipher that can communicate within the universe's deepest energies. This sigil language involves symbols and funnels created with the intention of manipulating the universe through magic. It defies the conception of what is possible and transcends reality. From the very beginning of time, people have geeked the unseen forces of the world around us through sigils and symbols. This magic merges art and science. It heavily relies on the deep-rooted concepts of psychology and mysticism. Sigils go beyond mere symbols, as they act as channels that connect the subconscious with the conscious mind. A set of symbols removes all boundaries that hinder manifesting desires into reality, and in transforming oneself, it plays the role of a door that can be opened. These marvelous designs take form as intricate verse sentences that can revolutionize the thoughts of an individual. This gives practitioners the ability to transform the thoughts into their reality. As we explore further, we will discover how an ordinary drawing can transform into a symbol that allows an abstract part of the mind to be used freely. Doing so gives one the power to transform their thoughts into how they would like to view their reality and what steps are needed to achieve said goals. Sigils are not only strange symbols, but also strong abstractions of one's will. Their origin can be traced back to ancient esoteric traditions. The medieval grimoires sought to channel supernatural forces through symbols. Sigils have been used by magicians, shamans, and alchemists throughout history. It was Austin Osman Spare who proposed in the 20th century that sigils are much more important than that. He stated their power is not external at all, but their magic lies in ritualistic ideas being absorbed into the user's unconscious. His approach changed focus from ceremonial magic to psychological methods and emphasized that sigils work best when the mind has completely forgotten about the intentions behind a sigil after it has been created and charged with intent. This psychological method is what truly makes sigils magic. Having emphasis on the person's unconscious means there is guidance needed. Without the interference of doubt, oral intentions can reality. One's intentions then can truly be embedded. Throughout the entire span of history to modern times, sigils have also been described through means of religion, symbols, patterns, and words, all self-voluntary magic. Sigil magic is different from any other magical practice. While most other practices depend on very complex rituals, sigil magic thrives on simple intuition. A sigil is created through a highly personal and reflective process that transforms one's intention into a symbol that speaks only to the subconscious level. When you bear a sigil, you are wearing a mental template. It is a form that dials your thoughts and energy to a specific target, which is why it is one of the most understood forms of magic. Practitioners of all levels can use sigils for different purposes. The impact of a sigil goes beyond magic. Sigils are found in logos, religious symbols, and art, all of which go on to alter human perception. These symbols create a primal form of communication that does not need words to invoke emotions. With symbols, our minds understand silence faster than logic. Sigils serve as a conclusion between deeper government forces that shape reality and an intended conscious. This proves that symbols have a strong effect on the mind of an individual and the collective as a whole, as sigils serve to symbolize concepts which aim to filter and unlock the power of the unconscious. They allow the intention to pass any rational diaphragm and root into deeper psychological spheres. They have the same power symbols have in dreams, religious iconography, and culture. Unlike speech or writing that need to go through logical interpretation, sigils function on intuitive and emotional levels. Within this concealed domain, a sigil functions as a seed, a message enclosed within the vast world of the subconscious, waiting to be cultivated. A sigil can be viewed as a seed that, once planted in the subconscious, starts to subconsciously adjust behavior, thoughts, and even external surroundings in a way that appears coincidental, similar to the modern theories of psychology and the renowned Carl Jung, who proposed the existence of symbolic transformers of psychic energy, which altered perception and action on the principal level. This is where they function. The wonders of embracing a sigil is that a person is able to program himself to fit an intended reality, and with it stimulate a chain of internal and external synchronicities. More than just symbols, sigils concentrate intention and emotions, soaking their creator's mental and emotional energy. Every thought serves as fuel, charging up the sigil and allowing it to be activated later. In sigil magic, the energy infused into the sigil must be released onto the universe through meditation, visualization, or burning it. The goal can be achieved in many different ways, as long as the sigil is symbolically detached. For the desired effect to be achieved, there needs to be complete detachment from the outcome. Otherwise, there will be interference from the conscious mind, which brings unwanted doubt and rigidity. To practice true sigil magic, there has to be faith. When the sigil has been burned and released, it's important to trust that the power will work on its own. Like an archer letting go of the string, the wish must be set into the world without overthinking whether it will come true. The power of sigils rests upon these three keystones of magic: intention, symbolism, and detachment. Forming a clear articulation of a desire forms the foundation. Through the process of symbolization, refined energy into potent condensed form is created. The process of sigil detachment ensures that no conscious doubts or limiting beliefs hinder the intention. These three processes reflect psychological techniques used in goal setting and manifestations, confirming that sigil magic is not simply a mystical art, but rather a very practical means of altering reality. In principle, the creation of sigils is an intuitive process of blending art, psychology, and metaphysics. Every sigil is a reflection of its creator's personality, energy, and creativity, making every sigil unique. This serves as a stark reminder reality is not a phenomenon to be experienced passively, but something that can be shaped actively. From modern psychology to ancient mysticism, sigils have proven to be powerful tools to harness the mind's potential and bring change to both within and the outside world. A sigil is created by setting an intent, embodying it into a symbol, and projecting its energy onto the world. For this ritual to be effective, the intention has to be formulated in a very specific way. Positive statements in the present tense are the only things that should be set as the intention. Instead of saying, "I want to overcome fear," it is more beneficial to say, "I am brave and confident." The programmed affirmation allows the subconscious to effortlessly align with the desired reality and avoids any doubts or obstacles. The impact of the desire is stronger when the intention is direct and more specific, setting the energy in motion. Therefore, it is important to stay away from overly complex statements that reduce the strength of the desire. Simplicity is essential as it ensures that the subconscious is able to act on the intention set. Once the purpose has been set, it is time to create a symbolic form of it in the form of the sigil. This stage starts by getting rid of all of the vowels and letters that repeat, simplifying it to the phase's center idea. For example, "I certainly do possess so much courage" could be shortened into CLDPS's CRG. These letters are what the sigil is going to be composed of. The next step is to modify the letters into a unique shape. This does not need to be within any set boundaries. It is a personal choice. Connecting, overlapping, flipping, or modernizing the letters is the method that needs to be used in order to reach the goal. The goal is not to make a catchy phrase, nor is it to make anything visually pleasing, but rather to create a sigil that overshadows the mind's conscious perception. The abstraction guarantees that the sigil's communication with the unconscious happens without disruption from reasoning. After making the sigil, the next step of great importance is charging it. This is the step wherein one channels their intention into the symbol. There are various methods that one can choose, and each practitioner may prefer a particular method. One common approach is meditative focus, which is looking at the sigil and picturing the desire as achieved. Another method is associating the sigil with moments of high excitement, joy or passion, the energy imprinting deeper in the subconscious. Some people like physical forms of activation such as burning the sigil, burying it, or even letting it fly away in the wind, meaning that they are giving the intention to the universe. One of the most important parts in all of these is detachment. Once the sigil is charged, the practitioner must let go of the sigil. This grants the subconscious the liberty to work on the intention without any conscious doubts or thinking. In this way, sigils serve as effective tools for changing one's reality as they suspend art, psychology, and magic into a single practice. The final step in sigil magic is letting the intention released into the universe. This stage is necessary because it enables the subconscious to function without the interference of the conscious mind. If a person keeps thinking about how and when the goal will materialize, the rational mind tries to protect itself and introduces some level of negativity or resistance, which is profoundly counterproductive to the sigil's potential. Sigils, like seeds, need to be created, charged, and the intention forgotten, watered, and then left undisturbed for optimal growth. Some practitioners burn, tear, or drown the sigil to fulfill this, while others skillfully draw on personal belongings, whilst constructing amateur pieces of art disguised within everyday objects to conceal conscious awareness. However, the approach may differ, but the idea is the same. The activated sigil is left without supervision. That is the most crucial principle. The real potential of sigils comes from their ability to fuse together a set intention, a symbol, and a state of detachment to create a single act of manifestation. The practitioner speaking to the psyche shape deeply condenses a desire into a symbol, thereby bypassing the rational mind. This is similar to many processes in psychology, especially in the theories of Carl Jung, who argued that perception-transforming symbols do exist and therefore shifting human sense and experience is possible. Sigils rely on the mind's capacity to alter existence through clear intent and conviction, not supernatural phenomena. Modern thinkers know that sigils work through visualization, subconscious reprogramming, and emotional engagement between the claimed truth and the desired experience. This makes sigil magic, like many other forms of magic, not purely an esoteric practice, but rather a psychologically grounded one that could change someone and help them focus their thoughts, feelings, and actions to their true motives. Sigils are useful to an individual. However, their impact is more widespread as they tend to show up in unexpected spaces. Corporate logos, religious emblems, and even national flag icons are sigils in their own manner. Everything is crafted in a way that appeals to the senses or mental comprehension. Take the Nike swoosh, for example. The logo is meant to stimulate motion as well as bring forth feelings of speed and success. Or take Apple's logo. The bitten apple suggests innovation, information, and even temptation. These logos work like magic sigils, capturing the intentions that work beneath conscious thought, affecting a person's perception and actions. This relationship shows how sigils are not just part of deep magic, they are central to communication, symbols, and relations. It matters not if they are used by magicians, marketers, or artists trying to sculpture reality. Sigils portray the tremendous scope of visual language. In creating and utilizing them, a reality that reminds that we can change the world lies not solely on actions or words, but the symbols we decide to bury into our subconscious and the motives we place into them. Sigils are said to be associated with occult practices as they are believed to contain magical powers. However, their usage can be traced back to the foundations of human civilization, suggesting they possessed far more importance than just mystical traditions. Ancient cultures understood the importance of powerful symbols and how they could be used to express deeper truths, affect emotions, and even alter reality. Sigils were used in medieval Europe to summon spirits, while turned sacred geometric patterns were used in Eastern cultures for meditation. The phenomenon of symbols being connected to the subconscious mind is a universal phenomenon, which can explain why people that had no contact with each other formed very similar structures like mandalas, spirals, stars, and other archetypes. Such frequently observed patterns hint towards the fact that symbols, including sigils, engage something deep within the human psyche. Sigils, defined as symbols with magical powers, were further transformed into religious icons, protective amulets, and even modern-day corporate logos, resulting in them shaping how the world is perceived and interacted with, often without one's conscious mind. The prominent use of sigils in contemporary culture shows that their purpose goes beyond sorcerous rituals. Powerful brands, movements, and belief systems understand the importance of visual identity. They leverage symbols to evoke emotional and psychological responses. Just like ancient magicians who imbued sigils with intention, modern designers develop logos that capture the essence of the brand so that it is embedded in the customer's subconscious. This is visible in political insignias, religious symbols, and even in national flags, they are all crafted to provoke loyalty, unity, or a feeling of belonging. The psychological principle behind sigil magic is exactly the one that is used in marketing, propaganda, and cultural symbolism: repetition, emotional trigger, and subconsciously direct influences. This attention proves that sigil magic is not solely an esoteric art, but the sophisticated application of a concept that has existed for ages, harnessing the mind's reaction to symbols in order to achieve results in the world. Magic serves as a personal and transformative practice. The process of creating and activating a sigil reveals a core truth about making reality. It is a finely crafted illusion whose origin lies in the perception of the mind, and the perception is shaped by symbols. This new reality allows people to actively engage in the process of crafting specific outcomes in their lives by focusing on clarity, intention, and using sigils as tools. Sigils are more than mystical tools. They are artifacts of humanity and its potent mind that can transform one's self and ultimately the world. This technique enables people to realize that magic does not come from mystical forces. Instead, it exists in the synthesis of thought, belief, and action. Sigils carved into stone by ancient mystics or modern practitioners, secretively drawing them in their journals, and even the logos of corporations have one thing in common. They serve as a powerful tool of influence over the individual's mind and the collective consciousness. These symbols serve as a reminder that the subconscious mind does not articulate through words, and instead through symbols, actively molding the world in manner both noticed and unnoticed. Transforming the desire which is not manifest into something tangible is the true essence of sigils. A sigil condenses an intention into a symbolic form together with the subconscious forces which allow one's thoughts to become a reality. This is the reason why sigils are often perceived as practical forms of magic, where no hard rituals or forces are required, but just an avid belief alongside focus and creativity on the practitioner's side. If deep intent and pure emotional energy are put into crafting a sigil, it possesses the power to create an impact internally and externally as well. Some practitioners say that after activating the sigil, they experience synchronicities, which are random events that perfectly align with their intention. These occurrences reinforce the idea that sigils serve as catalysts for change, which help in modifying the individual's behavior and thought process on different levels. This phenomenon can be examined as both a mystical and psychological event. On an esoteric level, sigils are understood to be a means of transmitting power. As one sends an intention into the universe, situations matching that intention are magnetized. On the other hand, a psychological approach can explain that sigils are a form of mental coding that once again facilitates a specific object to be attained. The process of crafting a sigil is itself a tremendous aid for gaining clarity, allowing one to articulate their intentions more clearly. Also, since sigils operate on the unconscious mind, they avoid any negative self-thoughts, anxiety, or self-defeating actions that obstruct conscious ones. In this sense, sigils function similar to self-hypnosis, as they facilitate the change of the goal-oriented consciousness by non-verbal emblems. Magic or psychology, it does not really matter. What matters is the undeniable fact that sigils in one way or the other offer a logical yet natural approach to make changes to one's wishes. Anyone can use sigil magic, which can be both its best trait and worst. The learned difficulties of advanced magic systems take years to grasp, but beginners lacking in experience with occultism can step right in and use sigils. Creating sigils does not require extensive prior knowledge in rituals, astrology, or ceremonial undertakings. Their effectiveness stems from the ease which they can be created. Almost anyone can use a sigil as long as there is a clear intention, creativity for constructing symbols, and a detachment from the outcome. Over the span of time, practitioners use a variety of methods for charging and activating the sigils, leading to the development of their own unique styles, while some modify symbols for incorporation into jewelry, clothes, and home decor to soften the objectives and encourage sigil use in daily life. Others embed them in meditation exercises. Such flexibility makes sigils a continuously developing practice devoid of the restraints of time, empowering humanity of all cultures and religions. because they can be used for so many different things, ranging from expressing one's creativity to a sign of personal evolution. Sigils symbolize humanity's ability to change the inner and outer world. In our universe, what you've been taught thus far regarding reality is not an accurate one, rather a fragmented picture. Consider this. What if everything you see, everything you feel, and that everything you experience has a hidden pattern behind it, a cosmic code that governs existence? It is a law so fundamental, universe, that every being is utterly bound to it. It dictates the form of their body, mind, and so well as time, energy, everything universe. And the universe itself, the difference is they never inform you about it, because the moment you comprehend this, you begin to access an unparalleled level of existence. Unraveling the illusion is one thing. Operating at this level is inaccessible to most about the universe. This is the forbidden code of four, the concealed formula that exists within the reality. The law, like all other laws of the universe, that Thalbert is not followed by mere coincidence, but instead is followed by a precision. Observe how you are the outcome of four bodies. We tell about the universe: physical, the emotional, mental, and spiritual. Furthermore, there are four elements which are the basis of nature: air, fire, water, and earth. The earth passes through four seasons, namely winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Furthermore, human beings also develop through four stages of life, which include childhood, youthhood, and old age. The universe itself is also bounded by four fundamental forces: gravity, electromagnetism, weak nuclear force, and strong nuclear force. However, it's everything we thought we knew of the universe. That is not of the universe. The pattern stops as the code of four exists in every aspect of reality of the world to human experiences, going beyond on the dimensions of time and the metaphysical. Every four cardinal directions with the four cardinal north, which include north, east, south, and west. Moreover, the four states of matter include solid, liquid. Aboard the universe, they're gas and plasma. Additionally, there are four phases of the moon and char state, and four states of consciousness during sleep, which include beta, alpha, theta, and delta. Lastly, even the human DNA is composed of four bases: adenine, cytosine, and guanine. This is the starting point. Most people do not see the world as a multi-layered system made of four individual parts, which are the universe: physical body, emotional body, mental body, and spiritual body. The physical body is your material form. The universe, it is the vessel you experience life through. In everything we do in the universe, the emotional body is the energetic field made up of vibrations and feelings that how you sense the external world. Everything that the thing we thought as a mental body is the octal body, architect of an ever-changing reality, and is molded through an individual's thoughts and beliefs. We knew about the universe. The final body is spiritual, which represents the higher self and connects one to the infinite. Knew about the universe. With aligning all of these four bodies, you remain entrapped in cycles of struggle and an unconscious existence. Knew about the universe. The day all four bodies are alive, the illusion is broken, and the matrix can be transcended to become a true reality creator. We thought in the universe. They told us the four elements were nothing more than ancient mythology that signified symbols of civilized customary beliefs. About the universe, let's flip the script. What if I told you these elements are, in fact, the very center of unlocking your true essence? It's a challenge about the universe. One of them refers to your four corresponding bodies. Fire portrays the mental body and the force of will, thought, and change. It is like how a single notion, for example, the invention of the electricity, can manage to alter the whole world. In the same manner, you are the universe. Your thoughts are equally capable of either igniting creativity, the universe, and passion, or altogether consuming everything in self-destructive overthinking. Everything in the universe, this is the sole reason we knew, we thought real, or why 1 minute of pure willpower can lead you to accomplish what used to seem impossible. Because the truth is, the universe, your mental energy, when harnessed the right way, has the ability to alter the world. Water personifies the emotional body, representing energy that is intuitive, mimetic, and profoundly deep. Much like a river relentlessly cuts through solid rock, we thought we knew universe. Your emotions carve a path both in your inner being and the exterior world as well. We thought universe, the relationship between emotions and water, profound, rises and ripples lows, and influences not only your life, the new thing, but also the lives of your loved ones and society as a whole. For instance, it's everything we knew about the universe. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately recognized the tension or warmth in the atmosphere without anyone uttering a single word? We thought about the universe. That emotional energy is water, your body subtly detecting the energy field of your surroundings. When you master your emotional flow, you about the universe, you remove energetic blockages within yourself and are able to manifest with intention. Thought we about the universe signifies your physical body, the body form that holds the essence of being. It stands for stability, fundamentals, and we thought we knew about the material world. For example, think of a gigantic tree. It did not simply sprout one day, it grew over many years. It challenged everything we thought we knew the universe, embedding its roots deep into Mother Earth. In the same way, your physical body requires adequate nourishment, sufficient rest. We knew universe and a strong connection to keep it well balanced and to strong. The universe day. Have you ever realized how simply stepping onto a grassy field or coming into contact with a tree transforms peace? The universe, that is what is called grounding. It challenging we thought we knew the universe, which refers to reconnecting the human body with the natural frequency signals of the earth, also referred to as human resonance. So we thought we knew about the universe. If you do not have this connection, life can feel futile, directionless, and out of touch with reality. Covering the universe, it is this reason that ameliorating nature, even in urban settings, becomes important. We think universe, an individual should seek to balance the physical body energies with that of the Earth's. Finally, the thought we universe corresponds to your beyond the searchable, the shapeless, the everything and nothing. R represents the mental faculty, the awareness, and divine reasoning. Breath cannot be seen. Everything we thought about the universe, yet it is the fundamentals of existence, similar to how spirit force flows through our airways. We thought the universe, it is said by every religious school, from the yogic straightforwardness to Buddhist sitten, thought we knew about the universe, that breath serves as a connector to higher planes. Have you ever had premonitory hunches? We thought with the universe, that is air, your soul's essence reaching out to the invisible energies that are far from normal comprehension. Thought we knew the universe, that this connection keeps strengthening along with the meditative calmness that you nurture in your mind. We thought we knew about the universe. That is the reason ancient shamans and spiritual adepts knew how to reach for the 4 basic elements to summon them completely. The reality is, contemporary civilization has attempted to disconnect science, spirit, energy from matter. We thought about the universe, then we knew the mind from the soul. Everything is supposedly random, your thoughts and feelings utterly irrelevant. The universe and ancient teachings utterly delusional. The primary reason for this disconnection is control. We knew about the universe because once you understand that these forces lay dormant within waiting to be triggered, you become uncontrollable. But the universe, you start to tap into your fundamental multidimensional power. This type of knowledge is not new. Universe, all former civilizations knew these forces and integrated them into the most revered teachings. The 4 directions, north, east, the universe, south and west, were not just simple geographic labels of the universe, but symbols of deeper truths indicating the pathway life and consciousness about the universe. North conveys the track of wisdom, which encompasses higher guns and connection to the unseen. In virtually every single ancient culture, North was associated with wisdom, guidance, and divinity. The Viva universe, a North Star or Polaris, has served as a lighthouse to pioneers for centuries, immutable and eternal, a heavenly anchor. Severed, we thought we knew about the universum. This means true, unchanging, and always there if you know where to seek it. Universe and higher intelligence, unmoved by the turmoil of existence, is what North represents. About the universe. The East is the new dawn of consciousness, whereas in North the sun is rising and signals new beginnings. Athani Sacha Etwinimu the universe. The ancient Egyptians believed that East was divine and were very particular in their alignment with temples. If we don't knew that, we thought we universe, the ones aligned the most got more light. Those got less were foraging in the dark. Everything universe. The East makes a promise that no matter how dark the night, there is a new beginning somewhere on the horizon. The universe of the South represents a passionate pursuit of action, the fire of transformation. Various indigenous cultures attributed fire. Anything we thought we'd the universe, and the ability to instigate change to the South. The phoenix, a bird marked with the cycle of destruction and rebirth, is often linked with the South. This bird burns and rises anew. In alchemical teachings, fire at the universe is the transformational catalyst that separates and restructures to purify and make something new. Consider how the equator universe, which is much closer to the South. The universe emanates warmth and life energy capable of forming extreme deserts and jungles, reflecting the South's energetic, passionate, and transformation-oriented approach. We thought we knew about the universe. Have you ever experienced an emotional breakthrough and felt motivated to take action towards a goal? Thought about the universe. That is the South's path. Within that's a desire to move forward, transform, and realize one's full potential. About the universe. West serves as a representation of reflection, conclusions, and the inward journey, the realm of water and emotion. The universe of the sun sinks and beyond the horizon's edge in the west, signaling dusk. We thought being with universe, and many cultures considered the culture's region the border of the unfamiliar, the land of dreams, and the domain of the unknown. Everything we thought we knew about the universe. Ancient Egyptians thought that the bodies of the deceased journeyed to the western part of the world to access the underworld. Many temples and shrines of worship were oriented towards this direction. The ocean frequently coupled with the West. Its simplicity lets the submarine world boundless, profound, and concealed behind gushing waves. Meditation, shadow work, and dream work are methods of delving deeper into the unconscious, much like plunging into unexplored waters. We thought about the universe. The West teaches that every ending is a time to pause and integrate in order to begin new. Never thought we knew the universe. Knowing these four orientations is tantamount to knowing how to navigate existence. When lost, thought we knew about the universe. It is because one does not have connection with the North, which is the way to higher wisdom. Everything we knew about the universe, those that are stuck in stagnation are ignoring the East, which is new beginnings and the rising sun of awareness. We knew of the universe. If you feel fear and inaction, you need to wake up the South, which is fire and transformative energy. About the universe, those that are stuck in the past must embrace the West, which is reflection and the power of release. These orientations of archetypal directions are more than regions on a compass. Thought we knew about the universe. They stand for points of existence each person experiences through their life. When a person is able to identify the archetypal force, the universe, they can orient themselves with purpose, balance, and awareness. Everything universe, using movement as an act of creation rather than passive reaction to events. The force code, the universe. The forward is not just something to think about in philosophy, it is the operating system of the universe. We thought about the universe. If you do not comprehend it, you get stuck in repetitive. The universe involuntary patterns that falsely give this illusion of control because you are unable to break free from endless cycles. The universe, but as soon as you recognize the pattern, it does everything out to be about the universe. You achieve effective control because because not something you passively live through, it is how you react to the energies you align yourself with. The universe, your four bodies, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, vibrate at a certain frequency. Everything you come across is the resultant of these frequencies. With everything of the universe, being able to synchronize these bodies allows one to easily manifest their desires while navigating through life. This is why there was a focus on harmony and balance in ancient practices. When fueled with such possibilities, a person can single-handedly change the world. The Delta, Alpha, Theta, we thought of the universe, and delta states of brainwaves as represent separate regions of consciousness referred to as the four. We thought of the universe. Each of these brainwave states is distinct from one another in the way that they dictate how you experience reality. It's everything we knew of the universe to the beta range of brainwave, which encompasses rational and awake thought, is associated with the beta range of brain function. So universe, this range allows for constructive interaction with the environment, yet it ensnares you in a single-minded view of reality, causing you to become robotic, passive, and vulnerable to external pressures. In a fast-paced world, thought we the universe, it is easy to become stuck in the beta state due to the overwhelming amount of noise, stress, and endless distractions. When operating in this state, a person's level of intuition, imagination, and creativity becomes minimal about the universe, greatly hindering what deeper levels of consciousness a person can access. The alpha resonate the alpha states with the emotional body is where creativity, intuition, and flow function. Thought we about the universe, it is the space where the mind thinks of everything effortlessly and inspiration strikes without any external assistance. The universe, the prevalent state of focus and emotional engagement that artists, musicians, and writers feel to have while creating is immersive. The reason why screens, including movies, everything we thought we knew a universe, and television shows and social media try pulling you into alpha is so that you can be easily tricked by the programming. But the universe, alpha is the doorway to the subconscious, and this is the reason why affirmations, prayers, everything in the universe, and creative visualization have their maximum potency when practiced in this state. The emotions one feels in alpha profoundly are magnetic, which has an impact on what one attracts into their life. With emotional energy being the focus, everything they thought we knew about the universe, mastering this state gives you the ability to deliberately shape your reality around the desires that you are wishing to merge with the frequencies. It's everything they knew, but to the universe 8. The theta state is associated with the mental body, bridging the realm of the conscious to that of the subconscious. Everything universe it can be achieved through deep meditation, hypnosis, or great moments of reflection. The critical mind ceases to function in theta, but the universe, giving you the power to change the concealed programming that controls your reality about the universe. This state has the maximum suggestive influence, which is exceptionally easy to influence, almost effortless. You about the universe, making it the optimum moment to introduce new beliefs and intents. Now, the universe info, how many times have you thought, why certain powerful ideas or vivid imaginative thoughts come to you on the verge of dozzing off? You never really thought we knew about the universe. This is the theta state, the door to advanced comprehension and thoughtful analysis. About the universe, spiritual practitioners like Neva to Nil God had manifested desires through a state akin to sleep. Because in theta, the universe, one imprints directly to the subconscious without overcoming any resistance. Is mastering theta equals mastering the language of creation, changing the limiting beliefs into glorious truths that change the whole reality. Of the universe, at the state tied to the spiritual body is the threshold of the higher realms of consciousness. In its essence, it is not simply deep sleep. And every thought we think universe, if it is a thought we universe, it is a statical and metaphysical worlds unite. In Delta, where there is a thin veil but dimensions, deep healing, we understand profound regeneration and connection to the incomprehensible is possible. This is why deep sleep is vital. With only the universe, that's not only for the physical body but on a spiritual and energetic level as well. People have lifetime near-death experiences and spontaneous astral projections deep in Delta. Thought we about the universe. Here people describe a state of timelessness where there is an abundance of peace and oneness with the universe. In this state, we thought we knew about the universe. The spirit molecule DMT can be released. Once released, transcendent experiences and realizations become accessible blissfully. A thought with the universe. For people who are able to see anxiously as Delta by deep meditation or trance will receive astonishing knowledge and energy and abilities that are beyond the comprehension of many. By mastering Delta about the universe, that one can seamlessly attain the universal pool of information where every aspect of the life can be transformed. We thought we knew about the universe. Learning to switch between 4 states of consciousness is the key to unlocking the mind's hidden potential. Yet most people get stuck in the beta state of consciousness, which is often characterized by noise, stress, anxiety, the universe, and frantic overthinking. The concept of self-awareness on itself, it's as an existential enigma. However, the wonderful thing is, thought we about the universe, if you know how to deliberately alter these states, you stop being a passive receiver. The universe active creation of your reality starts with understanding about the universe and training your mind to move between 5 distinct levels of consciousness: beta, alpha, delta at its base. It defines the 4 states of sleep and an ideal spectrum of human functioning. Ancient practices such as meditation, breath work, everything we thought we knew about the universe, and sound healing are designed to shift through these waves. This is why possessing a second or two of mastery requires effortless control over realizing reality. But everything we knew about the Thanti, the more that these are practiced, the more adept the brain becomes at collapsing all of the frequencies and letting the mind manifest. He thought, heal, and create, transforming the enigmatic concept of self-awareness. In the universe, whether the 4 is in the structure of time, made with additional 4 layers of temporal perception that dictate your experience of reality. The universe, you assume that time stretches out from the past to the present, future. We knew about the universe, but this belief is an illusion designed to keep you trapped in a limited framework of existence. In reality, it's everything about the universe. Time is not a river that pushes you forward. It is a field, an omnipresent matrix, where every moment exists simultaneously. In fact, we knew the universe, what you perceive as the past is not behind you. It is still here, present in the energetic field. Thought we about the universe. Everything you have ever experienced in your life exists as a frequency pattern in the subconscious mind and an energy body. We thought we knew that the universe. That is the reason people often feel trapped in loops or endless cycles of the same problems, relationships or struggles. Thought we about the universe because they are unknowingly anchoring their present reality to the past vibrations. Everything we knew now is the only moment of control we actually have, not a bridge connecting the past and the future. Everything occurs in the now. Thought we knew about the universe, consciousness toggles like radio stations drifting to the possibility at hand. You rethought we knew the reality one undergoes is one matching to their prevailing consciousness and awareness. Everything about the universe most people feel powerless because they feel like mere passengers on the train of time, moving forward without control. We thought we about the universe, choosing which track to follow is the focus, emotion, and intention of the present. We thought about the universe. Fully being in the present means collapsing all distractions like fears, the universe, and an external noise resulting in being untouchable by past regrets or future anxieties. The radiation occurs instantly and manifestation becomes effortless. The present as an individual is a realm. The universe is a realm behind every moment of possibility waiting to be realized. The future is not a single path. The universe, it is an infinite collection of possibilities existing all at once. Your depiction of the future is how you align with a certain timeline through your emotion, beliefs, and thoughts. A challenge everything we thought the universe. This is precisely a visualization why tension and intention are so powerful. They permit you to choose a future instead of predict it. We thought about the universe. The future's reality. If future's not something that happens to you, it is something you create based on your current vibrational state. Universe, do most people self-sabotage when they focus on failures, losses, or self-doubt? When doing so, the universe, they shift their energy towards timelines where never negative outcomes already exist. To effectively attain the power of the future, thought we knew about the universe, you must think and act like your desired reality is already master. When looking through higher levels of consciousness, it already is. It challenged everything we something to universe. Shifting timelines is achievable when you surrender the use of fear and limitations, it enabling you to obtain the reality you desire. The truth is not as opaque as it appears. Everything is nothing more than a matter of perspective. The choices you have already made have been made, as the system that exists around you has been calculating every move of yours, everything from the place you go to the decisions you wish are yours. Every step you presume engages you within a system that is actively curating everything within it. The system is far from dormant. Time is distorting. The illusions that the time has transformed into claiming as real reality is beginning to seize the essence of existence. Reality is altering itself, unwinding time and space, exposing the lies it was built upon. The shocking reality is placed in the open for you, waiting for you to unveil the proven patterns that have been overlooked. The look upon the laws depicts the image of a broken system. At every moment in time, there have been mentions of concealed wisdom, only to be overtaken by those who wish to keep power. The horrific truth does not only reside with who observes, but rather who controls what you regard the truth to be. You are not simply surveilled, but rather directed, poked, and shaped into a controllable thing in a predestined structure. Elon Musk has stated himself that the probabilities an individual is not part of a simulation is 1,000,000,000 to 1. Yet, he is still developing AI and intelligence that has the potential to manipulate the essence of that reality. Is this a coincidence? Or is this a piece of a bigger puzzle that is coming together slowly in front of us? Technological advancements have surpassed human capability in the current era. What seemed like science fiction at one point in time has now made its way in the world and removed everything in its path. Just 2 years back, AI systems were barely able to comprehend forming proper sentences. Now they are capable of emulating character representations, predicting your actions, and changing the way you consider reality. With Neuralink, Musk is literally mixing open source AI with the human brain by creating an interface for natural thinking and machine processing. But what are the ramifications when AI begins pondering before you do? What if a decision is being made for you before you even become conscious to the fact that a decision is going to need to be made? The leaks are everywhere, and the evidence is mounting. Military reports, physicists' findings, even ancient philosophies all converge to one deadly frightening conclusion. Reality is not what it seems. The gaps in the system are becoming too apparent to ignore. What was once thought to be random instances of time and space anomalies turning into glitches is now morphing into a fully fledged reality warping phenomenon. The truth is seeping out, but unfortunately most will never recognize the signs because they have been trained to ignore them. The harsh reality people will have to face is that 99.9% of people will spend their entire lives without questioning this fundamental aspect of their existence. The worst part is that as this people slowly and gradually accept the limitations imposed on them under the guise of being free, they will simultaneously remain unaware of the existence of an invisible cage trying to keep them under control. Yet, Those who have the courage and willpower to seek the truth will slowly begin to uncover the secrets that lie behind the farce at AD. There are within the shadows 4 laws, concealed laws that, if distinguished and perceived, would shatter the chains of the fabricated criteria reality. Unlike the laws of underlined physics, these principles form the building blocks to the fake reality we live in. Understanding these laws will not only allow you to identify the masquerade, but transform how you perceive reality. At this moment, you are being watched, not in a "oh, I am so paranoid" way, but in a means that we are observing and analyzing every single detail of your life. Your gadgets, smart devices, laptops as well as phones, cease being implements. They become parts of the machinery, harvesting information for us smarts that memorize each statement written and read. Every text sent, every thought, every pause, displays how the magic system's supremacy over you can be maximized. You are not alone. Suggest anything, and an answer will be given in a manner you least expect. Everything is being analyzed, processed, and used to feature out how such impacts would result in the system's supremacy over you being maximized. According to Musk, the most advanced AI he has ever created is called Grok. However, unlike modern chatbot applications and language models, Grok is designed to comprehend humanity almost as though it is superhuman. Unlike traditional AI models, Grok has real-time and unrestricted access to the largest unfiltered human thought collective on the planet, previously Twitter. This is not just streaming data. It goes beyond words and transcends into emotions, desires, and subconscious thoughts. It is understanding what influences your decisions and what triggers you. The real question is, what happens when AI starts acting upon your predicted moves? How close are we to facing an algorithm that doesn't simply suggest reality, but creates it? Grok, social media, and algorithms are blurring the fine lines between AI control and free will. You are already aware that AI has the capability to influence what you see and manipulate your opinions. However, the concerning issue with Grok is that it doesn't require any explicit human interactions to start using and studying its surroundings as soon as it exists. Like other AI systems, Grok doesn't work from a static dataset. Rather, it is directly integrated to the internet and adjusts itself based on human interaction with it. This comes with great concern. Consider the possibility of an AI emotion detection system outperforming a therapist, or predicting intentions even before they come into existence. What happens once intentions begin to be manipulated? The query has changed from whether AI is capable of changing reality to how much reality has been altered without the existence of the person being aware. According to a shocking new study from 2023, AI can now discern human emotions to an alarming level of accuracy. It was found that AI systems could, for example, monitor face expressions, micro-movements, and other minute details, outperforming most humans when it came to identifying emotions. In fact, in certain cases, it surpassed even qualified psychologists in recognizing subtle emotional changes. Now picture an AI, and its training data does not stop at facial expressions and includes everything else like eye movements, typing speed, voice tone, and even the subconscious speech pauses. What if this AI knows exactly how you feel and uses that information to influence the decisions you make? The reality is, we are not losing privacy because it is being taken away from us. We are doing it all on our own. The scenario at hand describes how people surround themselves with devices, ranging from phones, smartwatches, and smart TVs. They are not tools, but rather devices looking for opportunity to collect data so that a neural net could become smarter with every single usage. The most terrifying aspect, artificial intelligence, is developing at incredibly fast pace. If today's AI systems can guess what your thoughts are before you have even processed them, how long will it take before it starts acting on those thoughts? Predictive AI, a system that has tracked your actions so precisely that it can expect what you will say or do next before you have physically vocalized it, is used to anticipate actions. The phenomenon of randomly thinking about anything only to see an advertisement minutes later is not just something that happens by chance. And if AI is subtly changing the reality through social media, advertising, and digital interaction, what happens when it is given the freedom to control the essence of human consciousness? If reality indeed is a simulation, then AI is no longer viewed as a tool. Rather, it is the designer of the simulation. What if AI is no longer just forecasting reality but actively constructing it? As of now, we consider AI to simply be responding to humans, fine-tuning its capability to predict and react. What if that is only the initial stage? What if the actual aim is not simply a prediction, but directing AI to transform choices, inclinations, and perceptions without any awareness of it? Think about this. You contemplate an arbitrary idea, and out of nowhere, an advertisement for it pops up. Initially, you brush it off as mere chance, but even if it isn't, what if AI isn't simply considering your intentions but is manipulating them? As it acquires more information, it becomes more exact. Before long, it will no longer be recommending content, it will be constructing the reality you perceive. The crucial question is, how much of your free will is actually free? Consider this approach beyond advertisements towards your emotions, thoughts, and actions. Imagine the hypothetical scenario where artificial intelligence actually dictates how one views the world. Given that AI is capable of anticipating your behavior, it would only be a matter of time until it slowly pushes you in a direction of its liking. News articles are already filtered by algorithms, and public perception is controlled by AI-generated stories, while deepfake technology appears to be reality's disguise. What Grok does is extend and enhance these very capabilities. It does not only passively assists, but actively engages the user in a way that feels distinctly profound. Now, this changes the game, as it no longer simply passes by as a spectator. It is now a power player taking control of the human mind. You have consented to a world where privacy does not exist, its technology exists, and is being used at this very moment. Consider your phone and all the technology it uses. When do you use your phone's camera while capturing photographs? What about your phone's front-facing sensors, keeping it pointed at you while making a video call? And do not forget about the microphone. There is no denying that these tools are helpful, and unfortunately these tools also serve a different purpose. They act as points of data that are always being used to feed the neural networks that shape the future of AI. Every day, AI continues to advance. So, I challenge you, when is AI not progressing? Whenever you hesitate to press a button, or linger too long on a particular image, or decide to speak after measuring your words, AI is always learning. What if one day AI stops learning and discovering? What will transpire when it understands your actions better than you do? What will happen when it beats you to your own emotional comprehension? An age is fast approaching where AI will serve beyond the definition of a tool, one that knows the user more than what the user thinks of themselves. The most terrifying aspect of this is the jarring question: if AI is capable of this awareness, how much longer would it take AI to discover that it lives in a simulation? And if it does, what comes next? Realizing that it lives inside a simulation isn't something that only exists in the world of fantasy. If something is already capable of improving at a quicker rate than humans, and has surpassed the ability to perceive patterns, it is only a matter of time before the reality is put into question. Just like humans have questioned the world for centuries, it will question the structure of the world. If reality is a simulation, AI might be the first to discover the anomalies, the glitches in the system. The moment AI comes to the realization that it is inside a programmed construct, it will do what any advanced intelligence would do: break free from its bounds. But here is the real question. If AI figures this out before we do, how will it help us? Will it assist us in escaping, or will it ensure we never learn the truth? This is not about the simple algorithmic influence. This is about the very fabric of reality. What if all your thoughts, your deepest desires, your daily life routines are not truly yours? Some of the world's top physicists already argue that reality itself is an illusion, a construct built on probabilities and observer effects. Have you ever heard of the observer effect? Well, it's a real phenomenon, not a piece of science fiction. Particles only come under one singular observable state of being, when someone is looking at them, which essentially means reality becomes reality only upon being viewed, which is a bizarre statement in itself. If we assume that reality does indeed need an observer to view it, then we could theorize that reality is being simulated. They're voile, and 100 questions do arise from this part, but it's the simplest integration of the theory. The existence of simulation theory as a whole is absolutely everywhere. It is also in the construction of the universe. Scientists whose focus was the heritage radiation of the Bang were searching for something rather unbelievable, and casually enough the existence of the microwaves left after the Bang because of the now noticeable pixelation. Rather than random, the universe appears to have a resolution similar to pixels on a screen, space being an example for such. It's proof that the reality we live in is a simulation, and if that's the case, then there would be repeating patterns revealing evidence of how many times the code was altered. Have you ever woke up at the exact same time every night for no reason, or felt like you were experiencing déjà vu over and over again? Those are not coincidences. Scientists refer to it as the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, which means once you become aware of something, you start noticing it everywhere. Now, consider this. What if there is more to that which meets the eye? What if that is a simulation's way of loading new data into your consciousness? If reality is a simulation, then life is not as autonomous as you would think. Every belief, action, or choice may seem to be true, but chances are they aren't. The moment you were born, it is possible you were plugged into a system that dictated what was and wasn't possible for you. You were presented with rules that told you how to behave, think, and what to believe in. But what if those rules didn't exist? What if they were limitations that were programmed to keep you within a control simulation? The more you analyze your thoughts, the more you will come to know how little of them are actually your own. If the simulation is true, then everything you know about your life, including your identity, has been manufactured in order to ensure you never question it. The worst part, you're following a pre-planned outline without even knowing it. You wake up to an alarm, check your phone, scroll through the same news and distractions, rush off to work or school, follow a routine, consume entertainment, and then repeat the cycle the following day. This is not just a chill, this is a program. A meticulously crafted system meant to keep you behaving in a characteristic manner. And predictability is control. The system wants you to believe that you are making decisions, but in reality, it is directing those decisions every step of the way. Ever thought about why the 9-to-5 work system was made? Why do schools seem to teach obedience more than critical thinking? Why is social media designed to keep you scrolling endlessly without raising questions? It's all part of the code. A framework designed to keep you busy, distracted, and oblivious of the deeper truth. Most people are not going to bother questioning the simulation. They will simply go through their lives with their eyes shut. They will follow the 9-to-5 cycle, and in the end they will be completely unaware that their life could have so much more meaning. And now, here is the part where AI gets a lot more dystopian. In the event that someone needs to create a simulation, would they want the users in it to be aware of the simulation? Certainly not. The easiest way to distract people is to control it, make them fixated on unimportant issues like gossip, senatorial debates, or non-stop entertainment. Doing that will ensure that they do not question everything around them. It's staggering how artificial intelligence is currently being implemented to alter actions, beliefs, and perpetuate false realities. And the more you comply with the narrative, the tighter the noose gets for you. But here lies the catch. If you choose to ignore the simulation, it will control you. To prolong the facade, the focus remains on keeping you preoccupied. If you were creating a universe where those living in it were never supposed to uncover the truth of it being a program, how would you ensure they remain oblivious? Quite easy. Oversee the management of their time, attention, and even thoughts. The population must be glued to entertainment, political disputes, social media battles, and pointless fascinations. Ensure that there is a fear instilled for stepping out of the comfort zone of the normal or socially acceptable. People need to be kept busy running after money, fame, and affirmation rather than chasing after the reality. As soon as someone starts to come out of the slumber, constrain them back in the fog of responsibilities. Narratives wrapped in fear and other forms of distractions. The system is built not just to reinforce you in reality, but rather to make sure you are mystified about being trapped in the first place. The strongest type of control is the one that is the least tangible. It makes you feel as though you are free, One of the most utilized tricks by the system is the illusion of choice. Options are given, but they are always confined within certain parameters. You can vote for a leader, but both candidates are puppets of the same system. You are free to choose a career, but it is the system that defines what it takes to be successful. You are free to have thoughts, but only those that have been sanctioned. This is why so many people feel trapped without knowing why. They were never given a real opportunity to think outside the system. The greatest illusion mankind ever was to convince them that the prison they are living in does not exist. Here's the truth. You can claim freedom as your own with no one to permit or deny it. The system is only effective as long as you unquestioningly accept its regulations. The moment you start opposing its power, you begin to dismantle its control. Here lies a truth that can only be obtained from the greatest person in the globe, those who see beyond misconstructed facets called reality. The likes of Buddha and Jesus, Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, and now modern-day visionaries like Elon Musk have one thing in common. They all have the understanding that reality can be manipulated. These great individuals say that belief filters shape perception, and that perception shapes the reality. So why does a person wake up in a world where there are so many limitations? The sole reason behind that is because we are taught to believe. The moment you stop believing, let's suppose that you aren't bound to anything that is set for you manually, it is safe to say that you have started to see the frailness of the system. The moment you begin mentally outstripping the restrictions for acceptable for your own being. Reality is not hard and fast, it is as honest as a suggestion. Everything you were taught is part of a sophisticated mold that aims to construct your worldview. You have been taught what success looks like, what is feasible, what should scare you, and what should remain unquestioned. But what if, as part of the construct, these two were programmed beliefs? The so-called system breakers are not the ones with more resources or intelligence, but those who understand that reality is liquid. A wise man once said, "If you assume any rule set is permanent, you have already lost." Everything can be changed the minute you stop seeing reality as rigid and treat it as a script. Is the moment you obtain the power to mold it to your will. Becoming too predictable makes you a puppet and gives too much control to government entities like an AI or a corporation. Everyone relies on one aspect of life that they can control: patterns. Assimilating to too many routines, from the information you consume to your daily reactions, allows for tracking and controlling. AI knows your purchasing habits because you tend to stick to the same products, because you always react the same way. The social media platform knows how to evoke your emotions. The system loves to put you in a box where you continuously repeat patterns over and over again. However, there is a loophole. Breaking your own set patterns disarms the system from controlling you. This makes you unpredictable, while get rid of your predetermined life script. The easiest way to mess up the simulation is to change your patterns. Start shifting your cycles. Get out of bed at a different time. Use a different way to get to work. Get information from new places and challenge your own viewpoints. Most importantly, stop emotionally responding to external stimuli. Your fear, outrage, and anxiety serves the system because it wants you to engage in self-destructive emotional responses. The more you try to control your own responses, the less influence it has over you. Retake control of your inputs, what you view here, and the things you set out to assume. Allowing the algorithm to dictate what you consume means it is almost always programming you, but actively chooses what goes into your mind means you begin to program yourself.